Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm more talking about the part where you said you beat up Mark and two homosexuals in the
Yeah,
cell. So
yeah.
how did that play out? Like, walk me through how that happened.
Okay, well, I got into it with Mark, and I told Mark over in the dorm, hey, man, I'm not fixing to do this shit no more, man. Them boys you got, they still, oh, we can't make no money because you ain't allowing them to go in the boxes and eat all the shit up and use on buy dope with it and all this, that, and the other. So Mark says, well, let's go over to sale and talk about it.
Tell me, is it facts or opinions? You be the judge.
Salute, salute, and welcome to another Facts or Opinions, man. Everybody got them and everybody trying to give them out. Now, let's go ahead and with the continuation of the whole saga with the hips and the Mark thing that's been going on, the clashing where Charles, aka the unlocked character Alan Hips, said that he wanted to build an empire for Mark. So I couldn't understand that. So he also mentioned JG in this one, and he talks about how JG is the one that really end up turning out Mindy and end up, I guess, he was the man. So how he ended up at Mint, they used to always meet up at JG's in his cell. So a lot of this stuff still Charles is not adding up. So we're gonna get into it. Let's watch this video and we'll comment after that. So let's check this out.
G did.
Okay.
This other boy, Mark, had Gary Sanders. They called him Chicago.
Right.
Chicago.
He thinks they going to get me in the cell and they all going to beat me up, and it just don't work out like they thought it would.
So okay. So was Mark and the other two guys already in the cell, and then you walked in, or
Yeah,
like how? Okay.
they were
So
already in the cell. Mark told me to meet them over in 14 dorm, in 11 cell. I
right.
didn't think nothing about it because that's usually where we all met when we was talking about, okay, we're making inventory business, whatever. That's where we usually met because that was JG's cell.
Right. So when you walked in there, what happened?
When I walked in there, Mindy swung on me first. That's the first thing happened. Mindy swung on me.
Okay.
He made Mindy swung on me, and I beat Mindy up. Then he made Gary Sanders do it, and I beat him up. And I told Mark, I said, now, is anything else you want to send at me, I will beat you up too.
Now, so you pretty much can say this was hell in a cell. So they didn't
Yeah,
jump. It was like a 101, and then you whooped him out, and then Mark like, okay, you fight him.
yeah. And then I whooped him out, and then Mark, well, I done whooped these two out, and I'm like, hey man, there ain't no sense. I done told you I'm done with y'all, so let's go in this right. I'm gonna go whoop your ass too. So he
Okay.
slapped me, and I whooped his ass. And they put me in lockup. They took every dime I had away from me. They stole everything we built up. That was that whole thing, was to get
Wait,
rid
wait,
of me without losing that money.
wait. I wanna cover that part of you whooping Mark out. So you said Mark slapped you, and then describe how you actually beat Mark.
He slapped me, and I turned around and put my hands on him. I whooped him
No, I'm
just like
saying
that.
like no, I'm saying did you like beat like punch him out? Did he fall on the floor?
Yeah,
You
I
stumped
punched
him
him
out?
out, put him in the face. No, I didn't stomp him out. When I punched him in the face and hit him 2 or 3 times, I got my ass out the cell. I'm in
Oh,
prison. There's 3 of them. I don't know what they're gonna do. They're liable to stab me or anything in here.
so you basically so when he slapped you, you hit him with a three piece and you ran out the cell.
No, I didn't run out. I stood there with him for a minute, and then Gary and the boys over there started talking shit, and I got out of Dodge. I got gone.
But
I
I'm
might
saying
can whoop them one at a time, but I can't whoop all 3 of them.
so was Mark stunned when you hit him when you got out the
He
cell?
was stunned because he thought the other two could do something with me, and they couldn't. I mean, you
Oh,
got to figure, man. I was a 25-year-old kid. I boxed all my life. I'm not hearing that shit from you.
Right. So the next thing. So when you so they okay, so I heard something else about that, like Mark being a Roman emperor. So you said he had about 8 homosexuals fighting for his love, basically. So what was that all about?
I don't know, man. That's what they did, man. That was like a thing with them back there, with them boys and shit in limestone. Once, twice a week, the man would put their hands on them, beat them up, and then they fuck all night. I mean, that's the way they were, man. I mean, that's how they were.
So
I
so
can't
are
put it
you
no other way.
so now now
You know
now
how
here
women's into being choked and submissive and slapped. Well, them boys is into it too. They do the same shit.
so hips, let me ask you this because Mark, this is what Mark said out his own mouth. He said that you wasn't a boy, to his
Right,
knowledge. He said you
right.
wasn't a boy. So my question is this: Was you like in a was you what was your role in
My
all of this?
role, my role was the business end of it. That was my role.
Because that you in the video that said that I had 2 boys, he had two
No,
boys.
I said he had 2 boys and I ran 2 boys.
Okay, so there was other
Actually,
guys.
he had 3 boys and got 4. He actually had 4 boys, but I took 2 of me to Hot Rail when I run tattoos to do inventory on our store, and I put them to where they could work.
So what do y'all think about that? Hip saying all that. He still got a lot of loopholes in there. So you telling me you whooped these guys, but Mark, you claim was an emperor or whatever you call him. He had a bunch of sissy, about 8 of them. They fought for his love. So why did you go in that room? Did you go in that room because you had to fight for your love? You was mad because you really mad that you went and got him held up, locked down, and Mark dissed you. I feel like you got mad because Mark dissed you and they took all the commissary. Because at the end of the day, why in the world would you even want to deal with somebody like that if you're not like that? Now you talk about you boxed and everything, but you said y'all always met at JG's room. You said also that that even though there were guidelines to the documentary, y'all were told what to say and what not to say. So if so, obviously y'all said that y'all had boys and y'all was a family. That wasn't part of the guidelines, so that was okay to say. So if that's okay to say, then obviously you fell in the guidelines and you were telling the truth. Like that's what I'm not understanding. What you said, the documentary was scripted, but then you're saying it was true. You said everything that they said, even with Mindy about Mark, is true. But then when everybody asks you about you having boys, you claim that you took their money. It's almost like I don't know what it was. Like, so Mark had the guys, and then you came in and took them from him and gave them a better way of living. That seems weird. You know what I'm saying? That's so weird. So y'all tell me what y'all think, man. What's up with Hips? What's going on? Is again, what's going on with him and Mark? Because we need some answers. So y'all make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe.
Tell me, is it facts or opinions? You be the judge.